The office of former U.S. President Donald Trump says he'll speak in Florida on Tuesday following his arraignment in New York City. Trump is expected to be fingerprinted and photographed in a Manhattan courthouse as he becomes the first former president to face criminal charges. He's set to fly from Palm Beach to New York Monday, where he will spend the night at Trump Tower before his court appearance the next day. On Sunday, Trump asked for contributions to his 2024 re-election campaign in a video post to Truth Social, his self-founded social media platform.
If you're doing poorly because of Biden's disastrous policies, don't even think about making a contribution to our campaign. You and your family always come first. Our movement is about making your life better and putting you first. So I don't want you to incur any financial costs that you can't afford. But if you're doing well because all of the things that I've done have brought you wealth and prosperity, or at least you're extremely comfortable, it would be really great if you could contribute to our campaign. You know how to do it.
Trump was arraigned in New York after an indictment by grand jury that heard evidence on hush money paid to porn star Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 election. Trump describes the probe as a political witch hunt. Some of his top supporters, including Republican lawmaker Marjorie Taylor Greene, say they will go to New York on Tuesday to protest. Officials at the Manhattan courthouse said they will shut down some courtrooms ahead of Trump's expected appearance. Trump lawyer Joe Tacopina told ABC on Sunday he plans to move to dismiss the charges. But he stopped short of doubling down on Trump's claim that the judge in the case, Justice Juan Merchan, is biased. Merchan also presided over a criminal trial last year in which Trump's real estate company was convicted of tax fraud, though Trump himself was not charged. Trump's office said he will fly from his arraignment back to Palm Beach Tuesday evening, where he will speak from his Mar-a-Lago estate.
This is as close to a victory as Russia can exhibit on the Bakhmut front. The leader of the Wagner mercenary group, Yevgeny Prigozhin, proclaimed in the middle of the night, waving a Russian flag, that his men had seized the town hall building. This is a, quote, seizure in the legal sense of Bakhmut, he claims in the video, and dedicated to the Russian military blogger killed on Sunday in a St Petersburg cafe. Ukraine has acknowledged small Russian advances at some points, but claims it still has control of the city and the morale on the front is high. As proof, they published this video of alleged fighting in Bakhmut. The eastern city is a ghost town after months of combat between Russian forces and defending troops. Although it is not of great strategic importance, both sides consider it to be of great symbolic value. The longest battle of the war has already left thousands dead on both sides.
A well-known Russian military blogger who championed Moscow's war effort was killed in a bomb blast at a St Petersburg cafe on Sunday. The explosion injured dozens of other people in what appeared to be the second assassination on Russian soil of a figure closely associated with the war on Ukraine. Vladlen Tatarsky has more than 500,000 followers on Telegram. Russia's TASS news agency said the bomb was hidden in a miniature statue handed to him as he addressed a group of people in the cafe. There was no indication Sunday night as to who was behind the blast. However, Russia's State Investigative Committee said it had opened a murder investigation. Tatarsky's real name was Maxim Fomin. He was one of the most prominent military bloggers that championed the war in Ukraine, while also being critical of Moscow's top military brass. The group has enjoyed broad freedom from the Kremlin to publish hard-hitting views on the war, now in its 14th month. Last September, Tatarsky was at a Kremlin ceremony attended by hundreds to proclaim Russia's annexation of 4 partly held regions of Ukraine, a move rejected by most countries as illegal. In a video from that ceremony, Tatarsky said, quote, "We'll defeat everyone, we'll kill everyone, we'll rob everyone we need to, everything will be as we like it." On Sunday, a member of Russia's Wagner mercenary group said that he, quote, would not blame the Kiev regime for Tatarsky's death. The Russia-installed leader of the occupied part of Donetsk pointed the finger at Ukraine for Tatarsky's death without providing evidence. Meanwhile, a Ukrainian presidential advisor said domestic terrorism was breaking out in Russia. The blogger's death follows the killing of Daria Dugina last August, the daughter of an ultra-nationalist, by a car bomb attack near Moscow. At that time, Russia accused Ukraine's secret services of killing her, while Kyiv denied involvement.
The viral video of a man dumping yogurt over the heads of two unveiled women at a dairy shop in Iran sparked condemnation from Iranian women on Sunday. In Iran's capital, Tehran, 16-year-old Malika, who did not provide a surname, said it was not the man's place to confront the women, a mother and her daughter, for not wearing a hijab.
You can't throw a tub of yogurt on a woman's head and think you did something great and to guide someone in the right direction. It's that person's business. She wanted to dress like that, and she dressed however she wanted. It's no one's business.
But after the attack, President Ibrahim Raisi reiterated that wearing the hijab is the law in Iran, adding, quote, "If some people say they don't believe in the hijab, it's good to use persuasion." This woman, who did not disclose her name, blamed the Iranian government for the incident, saying, quote, "If the government did not cause such discontent among its people, then they would not rise up against them." Growing numbers of women have defied authorities by discarding their veils after nationwide protests that followed the death of a 22-year-old Iranian Kurdish woman in the custody of the morality police for allegedly violating hijab rules. Security forces violently put down that revolt. Judicial authorities issued arrest warrants for the man, and state media said the two women were also the subject of arrest warrants for flouting Iran's strict female dress rules. As for the owner of the dairy shop who pushed the attacker out of his store, authorities said he was warned for confronting the man. Reports on social media said his shop had been closed, but he was quoted by a local news agency as saying he had been allowed to reopen and was due to, quote, "give explanations to a court."